sensation has been funded by the Kaiser Foundation. We watch so you don't have to. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
We all love to stumble upon new and relatively unknown YouTube channels that can freak us out or leave us feeling unnerved. I'm no stranger to this concept, as it happens to me all the time. The beauty of it, however, is the fact that I'm able to share all of these with you so you can experience them much like I did. Today, we're going to be diving into 5 more unnerving YouTube channels that I've recently discovered. Daisy Brown is an anomaly in regards to strange YouTube channels. She launched her series a couple of months ago, with her story being primarily focused on her pet monster, Alan, that was created by her father. She uploads videos that contain a strange level of innocence while hiding clues and exhibiting behavior that's just uncanny. Take a look at some of her content.
Hi guys, it's Daisy Brown. I'm just talking to the camera, and I'm gonna show you guys how I feed Alan. He's blind. In case you haven't noticed, his eyes are very foggy. He can't see anything. It doesn't hurt him. He doesn't have any sensation there. He was just surprised. So he is blind, and he is a little bandaged up right now. He's having some skin trouble, and as you can see, he's just kind of like nibbling around looking for food. So I'm going to show you, his body is very unique. He can only process sugar, so I'm going to feed him these little sugar tablets. So he is blind. He might be... A lot of people have been really curious about my dad. And so I thought, like, okay, I'll talk about my dad a little bit, because my dad's great. He's a scientist. He's really smart. Like I said, he invented Alan. He works with genetics and DNA. He raised me. And it was just about a year ago when I woke up one morning and Alan was in the kitchen.
The entire channel seems to exist in the weird horror comedy niche of genres that bears similarity to the style presented by creator Alan Resnick. Also, the pet's name being Alan could be a nod to the producer entirely. Daisy is also pretty active on her Twitter account, and if you head over to try to talk to her and ask her questions, she'll gladly answer them. There are, however, some responses that seem touchy for her, which makes this new and seemingly innocent channel that much more mysterious. Kaiser Foundation is becoming one of my new favorites. It's a more traditional corporate ARG-like series that seems to be a play on traditional television, mixed with vague themes of artificial intelligence implementation. Their videos take the form of old VCR-like found footage of what appears to resemble heavily distorted recorded television. Take a look. It's hard to make sense of most of it at the surface, as everything seems to be pretty fuzzy and distorted. However, one interesting part of the series is the existence of a separate website that contains clues that can be used to piece together the message that this channel is trying to deliver. The website is locked by a password, however if you do some digging on their channel, you just might get lucky and find it. Linn Ann might have to be the most unnerving one on this list. She's deleted all of her uploads as of late. However, I've managed to dig up some re-uploads that other users were kind enough to provide us with. Linn has a strange and sick obsession with the Columbine shooter, Eric Harris. Her uploads are spontaneous, with her showing us all of her new Eric Harris branded items, such as an Eric-themed pillow and coffee mug. Not only that, but in her uploads, we can clearly see pictures and memorabilia of him all over her room. Check it out.
Another shout out about my Eric Harris pillow. Woo, I love my Eric Harris pillow. Yay! I so love my Eric Harris cup. Yo, 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 it's the crazy bitch. It's the crazy bitch. Yo, 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 yo. What the fuck are those people doing outside my window? Do you hear that? Listen. Oh, I guess I'm crazy. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Everything. Everything from her YouTube profile picture to her room, and even her channel posts display an unequivocal obsession with this mass murderer. It ultimately leaves us wondering just why she'd have a fascination for someone like Eric Harris. Global Worldwide is a channel that seems to have no meaning or purpose. They upload every 20 minutes or so, with their content seemingly displaying nothing more than randomness with a mashup of audio in the background that could lead viewers to experience a slight sensory overload. The interesting part is the fact that each video is unique, and they're active around the clock to seemingly no audience at all.
She's clean again. Eliminated those proteins that harbor the dirt and all the stuff that we don't want. So now when she gives it to her son Landon, he can play with it safely. Or you give it to the kids. Remember, it's the tablets. It takes care of all of these different devices. And at the end of the day,
You own your track house. The great thing is, if you keep rolling, maybe there's a 6-inch screen that's going to come out in 6 months' time, and you want to transfer your number and all of the minutes that you have left from this phone onto that one cell phone.
solid. That's the great thing.
And if you've got kids going back to school, inside lockers, they give you that crazy 3-prong with nothing fits. Have these on the inside of the locker door, because the lockers are metal. Non-porous surface. They will hold up to 10 pounds each. They can hang.
6 of them, either in the beautiful white or the gorgeous chrome color. 6 of them. 3 flex pay. Debbie, tell the world why Genius folks have gone crazy.
My goodness. Relaunch these. I mean,
There's no sign of them stopping anytime soon, as even today, they're still uploading nonsense that appears to display random footage with a mashup of audio pulled from infomercials playing in the background. Also, the descriptions appear to have no continuity, other than the fact that they seem to be pulling strings of text from all over the internet into a list-like format. Each video gets no views, and theories have been thrown out there that this could be a bot that exhibits behavior much like WebDriver Torso. Thing is, to my knowledge, it isn't Google running this channel, and they don't seem to be testing any sort of system, so precisely who created this page and why it exists remains completely unknown. Concluse isn't a channel itself, but rather a web series on a channel run by John Martin, who we'll touch on later. It's the latest lost PS1 game with a strange and creepy backstory, much like Petscop. However, Concluse takes their approach in a much more forward and sinister manner, along the likes of Sad Satan. John claims that he found the game in his dead uncle's attic, and so we join him on his experience as he progresses through the game. Take a look at some of it. Now, let's address the elephant in the room here. John is an animator, and we can clearly see that some of the gameplay movements seem unnatural, especially for a PS1 game. The textures also seem overdone and unrealistic at times, often appearing to exceed what we know the PS1 can truly handle. However, while this is so, the series is still taking off and has a relatively interesting story about a character who appears to descend into madness and eventually hell itself as he traverses through this foreboding world filled with dread. Looking past its inconsistencies, Concluse is a dark series that's worth taking a look at, especially if you like creepy, lost PS1 alternate reality games. Who knows, this could even give you something to dig into while we wait on the next release of Petscop. As we can see, there are tons of strange and unnerving YouTube channels out there, and a surprising amount of them are either just beginning to take off or are still active to this day. These were 5 relatively new ones that I thought were interesting to me. I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you have any creepy YouTube videos, channels, social media posts, or anything like that, do recommend them to me as I'm always on the hunt for new content to cover. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all, and good night.